The other big story we are tracking, still no end to the troubles for Karan Johar and his film Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. It is facing a boycott from the MNS. The reason? It stars Pakistani actor Fawad Khan. Karan Johar said that in the future he will not feature any Pakistani talent in any of his productions, but even that did nothing to pacify the MNS. Worse, they're saying that if any multiplex screens the movie, they are going to face violence. So has bullying become the new norm for our country, where apparently patriotism and nationalism also gets enforced? Mukesh Bhatt now joins us on News Today. Mukesh Bhatt, has it become necessary for us as citizens to vent our anger on social media, on the streets? Otherwise, we have in some way to prove our patriotism, to make a statement, because now there is a possibility that for expressing our opinion, we could be called anti-national.
People have different ways of expressing anger, and each one to his own. I respect. I don't condemn somebody who responds differently from me, because I respect different people having different point of views. You should respect people's individual ways of functioning. So what if you don't agree with them? So I am nobody to say, you respond the way I want you to respond. Who am I to say that to you? But nevertheless, I feel that you want to respond in a particular way to anything, whether it's Pakistan or anything else. It's your prerogative to express the way you want to express. And I should not be telling you how to express it. I feel that is what democracy is all about. And if you are a democratic country, then matter that follow that principle of democracy, which unfortunately is not happening now. Now, I don't know what is happening, but it's definitely not democracy, because in democracy, while we might love, democracy says one thing very clearly. While we love our similarities, we must learn to respect our differences. And the differences doesn't mean that one is patriotic and one is not patriotic. Different ways of expression. You will have a different way of expression, and you're right in your own way. I have a different line of expression, and that is my own prerogative to express my own way. I don't think that there should be a problem in that.
Okay, but Mr. Bhatt, Karan Johar yesterday in his statement made it very clear that in the future he will not engage with any Pakistani artists or technicians. As the president of the Film and TV Producers Guild, do you approve of this decision? Do you think that everyone will follow suit or should follow suit? What about you yourself? Will you work with Pakistani talent in the days ahead?
We are entertainers, and we want to remain entertainers. We have got no personal agendas of any political kind. We are not here to do some kind of a thing between India, Pakistan, or India and X, Y, and Z country. We are just entertainers, and we want to remain that. If by taking a person from our neighboring country going to create so much a problem for us, we would never do it. Why should we do it? Give me one good reason. It's not worth going through so much of agony. In the end of the road, why are we suffering? We did it in good spirit because the atmosphere was very positive 1.5 years back. But now, after having learned our lesson in this incident, I don't think so tomorrow any filmmaker would even dream of doing a thing like this. Because why should he, give you one simple reason, why should he go through this torture?
No, but
it's not worth it at any cost.
Mr. Bhatt, you're saying you're just entertainers, but you're also citizens. Like there is a lot of emotional appeals that are being made. For example, Gautam Gambhir said that people who are supporting Pakistani artists, what if someone from their family was at the border? What if, God forbid, they suffered a loss of life in their family? What if a martyr's wife, who happened to be a relative of yours, had appealed to you to not support or release a film that featured a Pakistani actor? What would you then say to her?
If she was a relative of mine, my heart would bleed for her. Whether she's relative or not relative, my heart would bleed for her, because she's a martyr's wife. And I would only tell her with folded hands that what has happened to her is, of course, irreplaceable. We cannot in any way compensate that loss of hers. But make her realize that Karan Johar has made that film not with any bad intent. He made it just innocently, as every Indian 1.5 years was functioning. It just happened that the coincidence, the timing became so wrong that he become a victim to the situation. He is not a perpetrator. He is a victim. So let us not make a victim look as if he is a perpetrator to the terrorist act. He is not a terrorist. So let him not suffer for no fault of his. And I'm sure, I can guarantee you one thing, a martyr's wife would understand that very well.
Well, on one thing I agree that at no point whatsoever should someone be strong-armed into making a choice. And is this disturbing that a bunch of people belonging to a certain party who threaten violence, they are allowed to run amok? Is it just a fact of life that we have to now live with? That some people like the MNS will decide what the public emotion is, they become the arbiters and the enforcers of this public emotion?
In our country, we don't know what's going to happen next. That's a tragedy of our country. We don't feel secure anymore because anybody can have a field day at any part of the day and night. It's a worry which I feel very strongly. We need to feel more protected, and that's my request to the government in power. Please make us feel more safe, is my humble request to you.
Well, of course, so far, the police has said that all requisite security will be given to the theatres which will screen Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. We'll see what happens when the movie is released. For now, Mukesh Bhatt, thank you very much for speaking your mind on News Today.